Although Zoey is not shy to take her space on the bed, she is shy when Adam or Layla try to take her picture.
There's something about the camera. She's not having it. She's hiding. It's a very strange thing.
Wow.
The video doesn't bother her, the video cameras, but digital cameras will have no part of it.
The really interesting thing that Adam and Layla told me about was that Zoey doesn't like having a picture taken. She runs away and hides. I've heard of people not liking having their pictures taken, but never a dog.
Zoey does a strange thing.
Zoey, come on, let's go papa.
I'm not sure why. I've heard different theories about the history of it. But she has a problem going to the bathroom in front of people.
Let's go papa. Let's go papa. Go papa. Come on, go papa. Nope. Come on, go papa.
So Zoey, why aren't you going papa outside? Has she had a trauma while toileting? Has she been told off for toileting in front of you? What's happened?
Nothing. She's always been like this.
But you know, she did come from a pet store.
Oh, the pet store puppy. I plead with people, do not buy puppies from pet stores, because puppies from pet stores come from puppy mills. Horrendous places. They're kept in cages, so they pee and they poop where they sleep, where they eat, and so they're actually taught to eliminate where they are.
Her preference is to go in the house.
It's sometimes difficult for Layla to deal with what we call leaving presents.
I am not cleaning it up. I get frustrated, but it's not with Zoey. It's not Zoey's fault. Adam hasn't done anything to make things better.
Zoey has ruined countless carpets and hardwood floors over her time, and you know, I just deal with it. You wipe it up and you move on.
Presenting the camera.
Now, Victoria shifts her focus to Zoey's unusual fear.
I wanted to desensitize Zoey to the camera. So first of all I did was bring the camera down, let her touch it with her nose, and gave her a treat. I repeated this a couple of times so that she could see that the actual physical camera was no threat to her. Oh, and I'm gonna put the camera up to my eyes. Zoey didn't seem to mind the camera at all when I had it in my hand. So then the next thing to do was to turn it on. Good girl. All right, we've got to realize that dogs hear higher pitches than we do, and that's pretty high pitched. After I desensitized her to turning on the camera, I then desensitized her to actually taking pictures without the flash going off. Say sausages. Oh, good girl. Well, that's a beautiful picture.
Zoey's handling it well, so Victoria sets up for a family portrait with the flash.
Zoey, sausages. Good girl.
Now, it's Adam's turn.
Zoey, sausages. Zoey.
Isn't that funny?
She's totally different. Totally different with you than she was with her. It was very interesting how she was more willing to stay in front of the camera for Victoria than she was for Adam.
Then I had to desensitize Zoey to the fact that Adam was taking the picture. And I had Adam have the treats right next to the camera, say sausages,
Sausages.
take the picture, and then give her a treat. There you go. After a couple of tries, she was fine. It's the whole pointing, shooting, the whole learned behavior that she has with you. And so if you just do that, pair it with something nice and pleasurable, she'll be fine.
Perfect.
Okay?
We got several pictures of Zoey today, and hopefully we'll get a lot more.
Zoey has had 7 years of toileting inside the house. She's had 7 years of being afraid to toilet outside. This is going to be a very difficult behavior to break. I want to talk about this little girl and all of your toilet habits, miss. This urine patch obviously is still here. You know, whenever she urinates, wash it ASAP. And also, if she urinates on the floor, clean it with a special pet deodorizer to cut out the enzymes in the urine so she can't smell where she last peed.
Okay.
All right, that's important. Secondly, no more free feeding, but you're gonna feed the dogs 2 meals a day. When you put a dog on a regular feeding schedule, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, you get more of an idea of when they're going to need to toilet. And you're going to measure out what you think is the right amount of dry food for each dog. You're going to add a tiny bit of wet food to each meal just to make it a little bit more appetizing. Then, when Zoe's eaten it, you're going to wait about 10 minutes, supervise her at all times, and then you're going to take her out for a walk, 10, 15 minutes. Then you're going to bring her back in. If she hasn't toileted outside, you're going to take her right back out again. If she doesn't toilet outside, you come bring her back in again. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. If it takes you all day, that's what's going to happen.
It might take us all day.
I think it's going to take you all day. As she's going, give her the pee command. But when she's finished, don't suddenly go hysterical. Just go, good girl. Give her a delicious treat and bring her back in. So I hope we don't have any more pee accidents like that anymore.
So do I.
Are you really gonna do it?
I'll try.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be watching, so you're gonna do it.
Okay.
Getting Zoe to potty outside is going to be challenging for her. Hopefully, doing the twice a day feeding will help her accomplish that goal.
I just have to wait and see how much follow through Adam has. I really hope this works.
It's their first morning without Victoria.
Sausages!
And Adam's using what he learned to capture Zoe for the family's wall of fame.
Good girl.
Later on,
We started feeding Zoe 2 meals a day. All right, guys, you ready? At specific times. And it's good. Come on. We take Zoe outside every 10 minutes after she eats.
Let's go! Come on, Papa! All right, Zoe, Papa.
And she's peeing on leash. That's a good thing.
Good girl!
I don't believe it. We're both on the same page and in this together. We went to the store, and for the first time we came home, and there's no pee and no poop on the floor. Mom's very happy. That's a good girl. The dogs have been so much better. Life is a lot more peaceful in our household, and we're really working together as a team. It's really nice.
Zoe's made a lot of progress being outside. It makes our lives a lot easier that we don't have to clean up after her in the house.
It just goes to show that even older dogs like Zoe can still be taught new tricks.